Welcome everyone to the grammar lesson for our evaluation unit, Fun with Adjectives. So we'll be reviewing some of the grammar rules about adjectives. Much of this you've probably already learned, but we'll also be just looking at how using adjectives can help you in your evaluation essay. So let's start with the basics. Adjectives versus adverbs, because these can get mixed up. Well, first, adjectives describe nouns, whereas adverbs describe verbs. And adjectives go before the noun, whereas adverbs go after the noun. So that is an angry man. You have the adjective angry describing the noun man. On the other hand, the man shouted angrily. You have the adverb angrily describing the verb shouted. So again, with the adverb it goes after the verb, whereas the adjective goes before the noun. And the other major difference is that adverbs usually end with ly. So angry, adjective, angrily. Adverb. Strange is an adjective, strangely would be the adverb. Happy, happily. Sad, sadly. So just remember, if you're using it to modify the verb, you're going to want that ly ending. You wouldn't use that if you're modifying a noun. You can say the sad man, but not the sadly man. And you could say he shook his head sadly, but not he shook his head sad. In this case, sadly is modifying the verb shook. But anyway, the basics: adjectives describe nouns, and they go before the nouns. Adverbs describe verbs, and they go after the verbs. And adverbs usually have that ly ending. Now with that said, let's take a look at some special types of adjectives that are really going to be helpful with evaluation. So adjectives in general are helpful. If you say that a good movie should be scary, then you're using scary as a criteria. If you're saying love poems should be sentimental, well, sentimental, that's an adjective that you're using as a criteria. Scary is an adjective. Sentimental is an adjective. But these comparative and superlative adjectives can be particularly useful for that. So a comparative, you can see it comes from the word compare, is an adjective that looks at two things. So if you have two cats, you could say that my brown cat is happier than my black cat. Two cats, and you use happier, you use the ER form to compare them. If there's at least three, then you might use the superlative. My orange cat is the happiest of all three cats. So three or more, you get that est ending. So there are a couple of irregular adjectives when it comes to comparatives and superlatives. You have good, better, best, bad, worse, worst. So it's not good, gooder, goodest, or bad, badder, baddest. It's good, better, best, and bad, worse, worst. But most follow a regular pattern. Happy, happier, happiest. Strong, stronger, strongest. Now, some of the longer adjectives won't take those endings, but that's okay because we can just use the words more and most to have the same effect. Foolish, more foolish, most foolish. Enormous, more enormous, most enormous. Enormous means really big. So using comparative and superlative adjectives, you can really clarify your criteria. If scariness is a criteria for a horror movie, you can say the scarier the horror movie, the better it is. You can say the best love poems are the most sentimental ones. Better, scarier, best, most sentimental. Those are all comparative and superlative words, and you're using them to explain how to evaluate horror movies, love poems. And so this language can be useful for evaluating works in your genres as well. Now, most of the time, we have that format we talked about, adjective, noun. But there are a couple of structures where you can change that up. And so we're going to look at those because those may be useful too. The first is using a form of the verb to be. And to be, in just about any language, is one of the most irregular verbs. So what this means is that verb that comes in the different forms like is, are, am. You know, I am, you are, she is. It's the same verb but in different forms. And using this verb, we can actually take an adjective-noun phrase, split them apart, and turn it into a complete sentence. So you have a phrase like beautiful painting. You can turn it into that painting is beautiful. That painting is beautiful. You've used a form of to be to split the adjective and noun apart, and to do that you actually have to change their order, and that verb allowed you to turn that phrase into a complete sentence. Happy dogs. The dogs are happy. You can even do this in the first person. I am hungry. That's basically splitting apart a hungry me. Okay, that sounds very awkward, so we'll just say hungry professor instead. But the main point is that using a form of to be, is, are, am, or if you're talking about the past tense, was, were, you can separate a noun from its adjective and make a complete sentence out of that phrase. The other sort of special case is using the pronoun that. And this may be very useful in your evaluation essays because it allows you to apply an adjective to a much longer phrase. Instead of attaching it to a single word, you can attach it to a phrase and use it to describe that entire phrase. And so basically, the adjective is describing that, and that is the first word of this whole phrase. So you can say things like, it's unfair that my coworker makes more money than me. And unfair is the adjective, it's attaching to that pronoun that, and therefore it can describe this entire phrase. That my coworker makes more money than me. I find it strange that you won't eat pickles. So now strange can describe you not eating pickles. If we didn't have that for it to hook up to, it would be hard for us to grammatically use it for that whole phrase. We can even do this in the question form. Isn't it scary that the elevator randomly stops? Maybe it's haunted. So again, the main idea here is that by using the pronoun that, you can use an adjective to describe a much longer phrase than you would be otherwise. Instead of describing just one single word, it can describe a phrase, even an act. Alright, so since this is the grammar lesson for this unit, you know, of course, that it comes with a grammar song. And having talked about these basic ideas about how to use adjectives for evaluation, we can go on to our song. And this song is sung to a tune that I think everyone will be familiar with, Deck the Halls. So since everyone knows Deck the Halls already, deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la, I won't worry about having a video link to learn the tune. Now feel free to drag any friends or family members who are holed up in your house with you to sing along, or you can just listen to me sing, whichever you prefer. Adjectives describe their nouns, fa la 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 la, but we can shift some things around, fa la 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 la. Lean upon the pronoun that, fa la 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 la, to help evaluate an act, fa la 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 la. Unlucky that you slipped on ice, fa la 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 la. Better that you salt it twice, fa la 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 la. Silly that we sing this song, fa la 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 la. Best that we go for twice as long, fa la 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 la. Oh, twice as long? Okay, we can do it one more time. Adjectives describe their nouns, fa la 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 la. But we can shift some things around, fa la 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 la. Lean upon the pronoun that, fa la 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 la, to help evaluate an act, fa la 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 la. Unlucky that you slipped on ice, fa la 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 la. Better that you salt it twice, fa la 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 la. Silly that we sing this song, fa la 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 la. Best that we go for twice as long, fa la 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 la.